Voice of Truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
You're now listening to INCRadio United Kingdom Satellite Studio.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You are watching INCRadio United Kingdom Satellite Studio, and this is Substation Wales. I am one of your hosts for today, Isabella Dalumpinas from the local congregation of Newport, Wales, and joining me today is...
Hello, I'm also from the local congregation of Newport, Wales. I'm Brother Ivan Joseph Belumpines. I'm excited to be on the show today and hope you enjoy the show as well.
Okay, so just a quick time check for our show today. It is currently 4 minutes past 5 in the afternoon here in United Kingdom, and it is currently 12 o'clock in the 12:04 in the morning there in the Philippines. So we just like to encourage everyone to continue to put your hashtag local congregations in our comment section down below so we can see your participation and we can hopefully shout you out in the shout out segment. And right, so for our topic discussion for today, we're actually going to be talking about summer activities. So as we all know, it's June 1st. Definitely marks the start of summer here in United Kingdom. It's June, it's hot, it's humid. It's currently here, at least in Wales, raining. We've got dark skies, dark clouds. So we've had a little break from summer. So it's been really, really hot recently. It's been really sunny as well. So it's been a nice little reprieve to have just rain. Oh, yeah, I've been asking so nice for rain for a while.
It's so cold. It's so nice.
It's nice and cold in the night, cold in the morning. It only gets hot in the middle of the day, which is usual. British houses, they don't keep they don't
perfect against
help
winter.
Us cool down. They keep the heat in, so gotta have all the windows and doors open at least for 10 minutes every 3 times a day, just to keep the air ventilated and get the hot air out of the house. But anyway, it's our summer activities. Just we all know it's really hot now, so I hope everybody can share their favorite ways to cool off during the summer. I'll start. So I personally, I think this will sound really weird. I don't know if it's just me who does this, but I personally like to have a hot drink on a hot day, especially in the afternoon. So it doesn't matter what kind of hot drink it is, but most of the time it's usually coffee in the afternoon. And I like to have hot coffee in the afternoon only because it feels really nice when you're really hot and then you drink hot coffee and then all of a sudden you get really cooled down. I don't know how to explain it. It's one of my favorite ways to cool down though, because I feel like, when you have a cold shower, it's just not enough having a cold shower, or like even like drinking like cold drinks. I feel like drinking cold drinks doesn't help me personally to cool down. But I don't know. What's your take on that?
Honestly, like I think they did do some studies on that actually.
Yeah.
Like basically, since like you sweat, like you proactively sweat after you drink a hot drink, that's why you end up colder.
Oh.
Because when you drink like a cold drink, you're colder, but then you have to work against the heat, so your body still is working the same amount.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one good way to cooling off is nice. Like in the shade. When
in
you're
the
out,
shade, yeah, that's
when
true.
you're outside, you go in the shade, a nice tree somewhere. When it's like warm, but then you go outside instantly into the shade, it's like instantly cold.
That's true. That's true. I know. At least in UK, when you're in the direct gaze of the sun, it's extremely hot and it burns. I don't know what it is, but it burns really bad when you're standing in the direct line of sight with the sun. But then as soon as you walk into like, I don't know, just the shadow of a building, it's like all of a sudden the burning sensation stops and it's just really cold. So that's why like you still find some people still wear coats
Yeah.
or like lightweight jackets in summer at least. Well, some people I've seen, not everyone, wear light jackets because sometimes the sun likes to disappear and then all of a sudden there's just clouds and then it's just windy and cold. So it's just the perks of British weather. And at least in Wales, that's what happens here. But just, you just like to be going into the shade then.
Yeah. In the shade, sometimes you like to I like to shower sometimes when it's like warm, when you take a shower, especially cold ones.
Yeah, see, I can see Brother Jefferson Jones. He's agreeing with me, saying hot drinks on a hot day is much better than cold. So I like that. It's my favorite way to cool down. It's just, I don't know, cold drinks, there's just nothing, it doesn't work. Hot drinks is the way to go, I feel like.
Yeah. I think another way to cool off, I usually just put a fan on, but it's not always foolproof.
Well, that's true.
You gotta like put it against the window sometimes, and then sometimes the hot air goes in the house instead of outside. It's hotter outside than it is inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, some people like found success with like just being in the lower parts of your house.
What do you mean, like being on the first floor?
So if you're in your so it could be if you have like a single floor house. Let's think about it this way. You have like it's better if you're like lower down on the floor than it is when you're higher up. You just think about it like.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because then like hot air rises.
Yeah, hot air rises. So if you're.
So it would make sense. It would make sense. It'll be hotter up there, but I can't fully say I've had that experience.
Oh, you can ask like people who've had loft beds or like bunk beds.
Oh,
the top bunk is
right.
not
That's
that
true,
great.
That's true.
In summer, it's just like up here. That's why you always have to have a window here, at least like to vent the air out.
I know some other people's favorite ways to cool off during summer. Opposite of mine is to have cold desserts or cold drinks. So do you agree with that or no?
As long as you don't go back out into the sun.
So do you know when you have a cold drink or dessert, what does it feel like?
So like imagine like it feels like the temperature difference increases, right? So like basically like it feels like extra hot. Now that you've just had something cold and then you're going outside and you just like the heat's on you again. So it's better if you just have. I think part of the reason why they enjoy cold drinks is because they're also in the comfort of their in the shade.
Well, that's true.
At the same time.
That would make sense. That would make sense as long as it's not in the direct line of sight with the sun. It makes sense because I know Mylene Arese, we've got a comment. She said it's nice to cool off with yummy halo halo when it's hot. So. Those who aren't aware, halo halo is a mixed dessert,
it's like shaved
drink dessert, which shaved ice,
condensed milk,
and some your toppings. So usually the toppings would be you got I think it's like ice cream. So most common one we see is ube
or like it's purple yam
or purple yam. And then sweet corn. There's also the red jello. I don't know how to call it, but they have like the coconut jelly and the red jelly. I've seen beans in some of them, the sweet white beans. I've seen those, but yeah, definitely halo halo. Corn? I can agree. I like halo halo.
Corn is like one
sweet corn, yeah. And then personally, I prefer mais con hielo, which is shaved ice drink with sweet corn and evaporated milk, rather than halo halo. But
what is the difference?
Same. It's the same. Well. It's the same. It's just called different because you kind of don't have all the other toppings on mais con hielo.
I was gonna sorry. I said what's the difference, but then I was gonna ask about the evaporated and condensed milk. Maybe we can ask some of the booklets in the comments.
Oh well, I don't know. But yeah, so some other people like to cool off with cold desserts and cold drinks. A big example, halo halo. What else? We could with summer, actually, I know everybody's going out now more. because it's obviously sunny. There's no rain to stop you like from going out, and because it's hot and you don't want to be in your house because it's too hot being in the house. So obviously the best thing to do is you leave the house and you go do an activity. Do you think there's a summer activity that everyone should try at least once?
Honestly, like I think like everyone should at least try like like a beach beach area type of activity. Like not sandcastles. Like everyone's done sandcastles before, right?
Or like building a sandcastle.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking like kite surfing or like
Kite
just surfing in general.
just surfing in general.
Yeah, well, you always have water with you, so
So like you go to a beach then, and then you go surfing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. I mean, I've never tried, so I want to at least try once.
Yeah.
Surfing, like where I want to try those ones where they have you go on a boat.
And then they just pull you across.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kite surfing, isn't it?
No, because it's different. Because you don't have a parachute.
No, they always pull you anyway. It's like you still have to have the parachute, and they just like use it. Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's different. I think it's different. The kite surfing and the surfing with the on the boat, or there's the one with the inflatable pool. What do you call them? Pool beds where you sat down and everybody sat on it, and then you're just being pulled by a boat. I really want to try that. So that's a summer activity everybody should at least try once.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has done it, but going surfing or kite surfing in the beach, definitely should try. Unless like on the water kind of sport, I would recommend might be going out on a picnic. So I know we all have times where we go out on a barbecue, but I feel like having a barbecue is different from having a picnic on the field where you don't cook anything. You just bring everybody just brings potluck items. You just prepare and you sit down with your friends and your family, and then you just eat. I really want to try that. I think everyone should try that at least once.
The red checkered the red checkered picnic blanket with like the
wicker basket.
The wicker basket.
You open it and you take your bread,
your sandwiches,
juice.
I
want to try that. I really want to try that. So that's I think something we should all try at least once. I think there's more. There's camping. If nobody's tried camping yet in summer, I don't know what's the experience like with camping in summer, but I do know we don't have mosquitoes in UK.
It's just like picnic for an extended time, isn't it?
So
just with a tent.
I think there's just a lot more other bugs that I don't know. I've never tried camping.
There's also like animals as well.
But
depends where you are.
We recommend camping. There's also building a fort. Now I think that's like you could either do this like in your house, cardboard fort, pillow fort.
Tree houses,
yeah, or you go on a beach and then you make sandcastles there. I really want to try like building actual just like actual structure of a sandcastle. You go there and you actually make bricks and whatnot.
It's like a reverse igloo.
Like a reverse igloo, yeah. There's also like going to water parks. I really want to go to a water park. I know there's one nearby. I think it's a good way to cool down in summer. You go out, it's not a beach per se, but you go to a docks or and then you do like a water park activity. I know there's like those jetpacks with the water.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to try those.
I think if you're really good at like the stuff at the water parks, you never get wet. So.
Oh, that's true. But I know everybody likes to agree that like just the best way to like deal with summer is just to drink cold drinks. Like I've seen someone mention Michael Bautista bubble tea in hot weather. Recommend the only cold drinks I'll drink in summer is bubble tea, or like blended ice bubble tea, where you got it's like a blended ice shake with flavor, and then there's tapioca pearls. I think I like those ones. We've got one from I think I've missed it, but someone mentioned iced matcha latte. Iced matcha latte. I'm trying to find that comment now. Oh, here, Alta Catalan iced matcha latte in this hot weather. That one's good too. I not tried matcha.
I have.
Have you ever tried iced matcha latte?
No, not iced, but I have tried matcha. I think I drank too much of it one time. I didn't know it was caffeinated. Yeah, just make sure you research your drinks first before you do like extended amounts.
I can see Sister Laura from the corner saying ice matcha latte, good, highly recommend on summer.
Yeah, I think yeah.
So what kind of summer activities do you do? Like, we've already recommended activities to try at least once. Is there any summer activities that you could, or summer activities we've done actually with our friends? What kind of summer activities do we do with our friends? Can we just hang out?
Yeah, just hang out, sit in the grass.
We kind of just message each other. We kind of just message each other and just say, "Oh, do you guys want to go to city center?" And then we kind of just meet up and we go walk around. And then we kind of just go to like, I think like a shopping center. We just walk around. We kind of just window shop. We go shopping. If you want to go shopping, then usually we just eat and then we all go walk home.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens when we hang out with our friends in the summer. What else?
I honestly, I like yeah, some people if the weather is nice enough, some people do like outdoor movie nights.
Ooh, outdoor movie nights. That's one thing we should try with our friends. I really want to try that. We're just outside in the backyard. There's a tent, and then we just put a TV on or like get a projector in, and you just watch a movie like that. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. I like that. What kind of activities have we done with our family? Well, it's the typical summer get-together barbecues, isn't it?
Yeah, barbecue. Yeah.
So barbecue with your family, just your families, just yourselves. There's also barbecue get-togethers with your friends, family friends, and that's usually like I think one of the only things we do with our family in the summer. Just have a get-together as well.
We also go outside sometimes as well.
Yeah, you go out the same thing we do with our friends. You go, can we go outside?
Go outside, have the barbecue.
Can we go eat? And then we usually visit that. And then what kind of activities do we do at church in the summer? We actually have these things called CFO days. So it's a Christian Family Organization Day. So it's where every single person from the Buklod, Kadiwa, Binhi, and Children's Worship Service group. So for those not aware, Buklod are the married members in the church. Kadiwa are those who are 18 years old and above who are not yet married. And Binhi are brethren who are 17 years and younger,
not baptized,
and Children's Worship Service, which is everybody else who's younger. Yeah, so we all get together. We all usually we go to a park, and then we go to a park together, and then we have barbecue. Barbecue. You can never have enough of barbecue in summer.
Yeah.
And then we have loads of activities and games. So we usually do tug of war, sack racing.
Oh, sack race is nice.
Sack racing, tug of war. What else have we done? I think we had like
football.
We have there's football in those activities. It's really nice to see everybody, gathering together, having fun, eating together, and just generally just enjoying each other's company and time. So do you have like a summer memory that makes you smile?
Honestly, it's just like I like sitting in like when it's just been a hot summer day and then it turns into like dark when the sun sets finally. You just sat there with your windows open and it's just like nice. It's still kind of light out because it's summer, and over here in the UK is like you get like the extra few hours of the day.
Yeah.
It's always nice to get like the just sat there when it's like the sun is setting and you can see like the outside. It's always nice. Like when it's cold.
That's true.
Yeah, cold, and then you just see the sun. You still like see that everyone's like still doing their business and whatnot. It makes me smile.
That's good. I really like that. So my favorite summer memory, pretty much the same. I can remember being in the Philippines, and usually it's quite common to have the power turn off, especially in the Philippines there's only 2 seasons. There's only rain and sun. Some is wet and dry. So usually, like in the Philippines, whenever the power goes out, you'll just be with your family in one room, and then you'll all just be kind of chilling around because there's not much to do. There's nothing.
Swapping fan duties across like everyone just passing the fan around.
Generally enjoying each other's company and just talking for the rest of the night until we all go to sleep, and then you wake up and the power's back on. But yeah, my favorite summer memories are usually compiled of just hanging out with my family in those kinds of times. But I can see a lot of comments regarding favorite activities. So we have one Christine Laborete. Aaron and I played tennis today. Is probably our favorite summer activity. So tennis.
Sports.
Actually, I didn't say any sports.
in general.
We didn't mention any sports in general for any activities that we do, but definitely that's good. Playing basketball and volleyball with your friends and your family during summer is a great way to spend your time with them as well.
Tag was always nice in the summer.
Tag?
Go, like it's tag. The different types of tag. You just run around. Tag, you're it. You just run around and just try to catch a person. And then there's also different games where you run across, like a patintero for all the brethren there in the Philippines.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Just all types of tag. But anyway, so we're just gonna move on to our YouTube comments. I hope everybody learned a few things, how to cool down in summer, and we just talked about our favorite activities to do in the summer, and we've seen a lot of everybody else's recommendations on how to cool off in summer, and especially their recommendations on what kind of activities to try in summer as well. So we've had sports, we've had cold drinks and desserts to try in summer. That ice matcha latte, very good recommendation. But yeah, so we're just gonna move on to our YouTube comments. So we have a YouTube comment from Lani King. Hello, Sunday. Hello, INCRadio UK. Greetings from #Battersea. Hi, Sister Lani. It's really nice to see you here today. We've also got one from Brother Jefferson Jones. Again, happy Sunday. Enjoy viewing INCRadio UK from #Manchester, #Britain North.
We got one here from Brother Stefan Honrade. Good morning, INCRadio United Kingdom. Tuning in from the District of Los Angeles County, California. Happy viewing po. Okay, and then another one from Sister Elena Manoto. Greetings po to all the brethren. God bless po. And then Sister Brother Joseph de Lumpines. Happy viewing po. Newport, Wales local congregation.
We've got a shout out from Eladria Ferres. Greetings to Group 41 Heathrow. We have a shout out from Mylene Arese. Hello to all brethren. #Heathrow, #Britain South. Another shout out to from Mario Oka. Good midnight here in the Philippines, and enjoy watching here on INCRadio United Kingdom Satellite Studio. Greetings from the locale of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North. Okay, so we have another one.
We have one from our brother Seth Hebrew saying, thanks, Kaaran, for watering the plants in Yumo, #Heathrow. And then Sister Wilma de Lumpines, hello po everyone. Greetings po to our resident minister, Brother Jason Elamir, and family.
Okay, so that's it for now for our YouTube comments. We're just going to go through our station break. You will be listening to an INC original music video titled I Have You from the INC EU 50th concert. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesia ni Cristo.
And the problems I face are seemingly insurmountable. I bow my head and pray, full of hope, 'cause I have the Almighty who will save me from trouble.
People fearful today and worry about tomorrow, but With your help, my Father, I'm truly blessed.
I will never stop serving you, my God. Even when I'm down, you come with your love. I am strong and brave. I will never be afraid, 'cause I have you.
You inspire me to wait patiently and hope for the grace you reserve for me.
I'll endure, come what may. In my journey I will stay, 'cause I have you. In whatever situations, I'll keep on serving, strong and steadfast in faith, training in holy living.
As long as I'm beside the Church of Christ, I'm certain the things I'll do in service are never in vain.
I will hold on to
The hope you've given me,
never hesitate.
tell the people about it.
'Cause your words are truth. I will not
Light the dawn, I'll share my faith and show them the right path.
never stop serving you, my God. Even when I'm down, you come with your love. I am strong and brave. I will never be afraid, 'cause I have you. Inspire me to wait patiently and hope for the grace you reserve for me. I'll endure the one day. In my journey I will stay, 'cause I have you. To reach the holy city, the people who live there will always be happy. No longer think about the troubles we had before. I long for that day I will cry no more. So I'll be waiting patiently, hoping for the grace you reserve for me. In this life and the life to come, I'll be strong and brave, whatever may come. I'll be waiting patiently, hoping for the grace you reserve for me. In this life and the life to come, I'll be strong and brave, whatever may come. Serving you, my God. Even when I'm down, you come with your love. I am strong and brave. I will never be afraid, 'cause I have you. Inspire me to wait patiently and hope for the grace you reserve for me. I'll endure the one day. In the Church of Christ I'll stay. All the promises are true. I know I'll make it through, 'cause I have you.
Okay, and we are back to INCRadio Satellite Studio, United Kingdom, Substation Wales. I'm your host for today, Isabel de Lumpinas, and joining me is
I'm still Ivan de Lumpines.
and you just watched our INCEU 50th concert performance titled "I Have You," and that was a really good performance. Really, really good. I really like "I Have You." It's my favorite, one of my favorite INC music songs. But anyway, we're just gonna go through quick YouTube comments before we start with our CFO in action. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to go find the comments. So we have a comment from
We have one from Brother Winston Laksamana. Shout out po to our head deacon, Brother Noni Lucero. Advance happy birthday. And then we also have Brother Elpidio Dasalia. Happy 10th year milestone anniversary to Swansea GBUS. Congratulations to congratulations for their very successful EVM today. Hashtag Cardiff ×3.
We have a shout out from Brother Seth Hebrew. Welcome po to UK, Brother Edward Taga and Brother Noah Taal, newly assigned ministerial workers in District of Britain South from #Heathrow. And we have a shout out from Ferdinand Hernandez. Congratulations for the successful Unity Games in District of Britain North. Thank you, po. Okay, so that's it for our YouTube comments. We're just gonna move on to our CFO in Action. So our CFO in Action is our short segment where we talk about the activities that have been done in our districts. So for today, we are going to be talking about district activities that happened in the District of Britain North. So for our first CFO in Action activity, we had the District Unity Games for District of Britain North. So brethren from all over the District of Britain North gathered together in Wolverhampton, where we conducted our District Unity Games. So this consisted of exhibition and competition activities such as basketball, volleyball, football, table tennis, badminton, chess. There was also board games such as chess, and there was also darts. So it was really nice to see everybody from the District of Britain North. I was there. I went there. It was really good. You can see there was also track and field. I forgot to mention. So it was a overall very successful day. So many of the brethren participated in this activity. And I can tell they all had a lot of fun because this was our very first District Unity Games in the District of Britain North. And I'm so pleased to say that it was a great success for our district. Brother Ivan, or Ivan, should I say? So we were actually in the activity.
Yeah, we were helping out in various
the facilitating. And was there anything that you could mention about the District Unity Games?
Oh, I really love how actively immersed everyone was in during the activity, because they were like they were very invested in both sides, because we had two teams. There's the red and green team from just comprised of different parts of the district. So, and then being able to just go and cheer for your your color, basically.
Right, yeah.
When it was there, everyone was really invested, especially because we had different brackets as well. So there was the Kadiwa Binhi, and then there's also the Buklod. The Buklod match went on for a while because the way it worked is they had to beat them by 2 points, but they kept so
it was a
matching
close
each
match.
other. Yeah, it was a very close match. And then I think they ended up with about 57 points.
Ooh. That's a lot.
Yeah, 57 points. And then it's 55. So they just had to beat them by 2 points. Yeah, it was really intense because they just kept going.
Yeah, so
you couldn't tell which one was gonna win.
It was that close. But yeah, congratulations to everybody who participated in the District Unity Games and to those who also won in their respective competitions and exhibitions. We hope to see further District Unity Games in the District of Britain North. I hope to see more people from District of Britain North joining us in our Unity Games as well. So for our next CFO in Action activity, we had the CFO Cares activity from the local congregation of Cardiff, Wales. And this activity was hosted in the the chapel of Newport, Wales. So
the brethren there gathered together. They conducted multiple activities. You can see here on the screen, they're conducting health checks for the brethren. They also did a few haircuts for some of the brothers as well. And you can see here, shout out to our brethren there who got and gave haircuts. They also did a few musical performances. So you can see here, the head deacons are performing their musical numbers and whatnot. It was really, really fun. Really fun activity. So we can keep going, and you can see here, everyone's enjoying it as well. I wonder, I need to get my blood pressure checked.
You should get one soon when we have next
blood sugar as well.
CFO Cares. But anyway, in the same vein as we like to host CFO Care for Humanity, we also do CFO Cares for our own brethren. So this is our way of giving back to our brethren and connecting and fostering the love of the brotherhood with our brethren. You can see we have these activities so that everybody can showcase their talents, especially in musical performances, and the brethren. Big shout out to those who have provided their services, such as the registered nurses and the barbers who cut the hair for free. Actually, it was all for free for the brothers that that participated in the activity. So for our next activity, we also had the Booklod Videoke Challenge.
Back in the function hall of Newport, Wales.
The local congregation of Newport, Wales. So this activity was a competition held in the local congregation of Newport, Wales, in our function hall, actually. So it was the Booklods did a competition to find out who would compete in the district level Videoke Challenge. So this Videoke Challenge is basically the brethren going up on the stage, and then they pick a song that they like, and then they use that song, the instrumental version of that song from the INC production company, and then they sing in front of the audience and the judges, and then the judges obviously would judge them based on their performance and all these other requirements, and then that's how they decide who will compete in the district level Videoke Challenge. So just a big shout out to Sister Rochelle Lazaro, who won our local level Booklod Videoke Challenge. We hope to see you in our district level Videoke Challenge. But anyway, that's it for our CFO in action. We're just going to go through a few more comments before we go through our next segment. So
we have one from Sister Christine Joyce Tasaya. Greetings po. Shout out to the local congregation of Cardiff, Wales, Britain North. Brother Philomeno Jr. Berin with hashtag Newport Heart. Happy viewing po to all. Heart. Okay. Sister Jenny Velasquez sending our greetings to all the brethren in Heathrow, Britain South. Advance happy birthday, Canoni Lucero. And then another one from Brother Jefferson Jones here. Shout out to all the Scan brethren. A big thank you to Scan brethren performing in our Unity Games. Yeah. So like very vital part of the Unity Games as well.
Our Scan members. Yeah. But anyways, that's our YouTube comments. Actually, before we end our show, we just like to let everyone know that it's actually our 10th year anniversary in INCRadio Satellite Studio United Kingdom. So it's been 10 years. Can you believe it?
Oh.
I never thought it would have been 10 years, but it turns out it has actually been 10 years. So that's a decade of the INCRadio program here in the United Kingdom being broadcasted all throughout the world. And that's a really big milestone if you think about it. 10 years, very long time.
I was 12.
So yeah, 10 years ago, we started this show, which was the INCRadio Satellite Studio United Kingdom. And it's been a very, very long journey, but it's been a very, very rewarding journey for us as well. To everyone here in the INCRadio crew, to our producers, Sister Cheryl Boado, Sister Grace Lewis, Sister Sanli Medina, and to our hosts as well. There's so many of us that I can't all like mention all of us. But yeah, it's been a really long but very rewarding journey for all of us. We've had unforgettable moments. We've also had incredible guests joining us. I know in our previous shows before, we've had many guests join us, and a lot of them have been arranged from ministers and brethren who had professional backgrounds, and they've always imparted to us very great and important things. We've also had technical hiccups before. I know when we used to host in person, we used to host in person, and we used to have our tech crew members to help us set up the equipment. Of course, we have our own equipment. We use cameras and mics. And I know sometimes there have been times where we've hosted in areas where the internet has not always been great. And there's been many hard obstacles and struggles that we've had in terms of producing the show, but we've always pulled through, and we've always had triumphs every single second of the show. And every second we've done INCRadio, it's always been worth it. It's always good to see everybody from all over the world supporting us in our show. It's really nice to see everybody's comments. 10 long years, there's been so many brethren who've been a long time supporters of our show. There's also brethren from other parts of the world that have been watching us and leaving their support in the comment section. So we just wanted to thank all of our listeners for tuning in and making this show for what it is today. We've had 10 years of stories, laughs, and music. And here is to many more ahead. So 10 years.
10 years.
10 years. 10 long years, actually. When I
think
started,
we started a bit
young.
later, so that's why that doesn't feel like 10 years to us. It'll be 10 years soon. But yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't believe it's been such a long time, you know.
I know INCRadio hasn't just been a place where I like to converse with the hosts and also the viewers, but it's also been a place where I get to talk about a lot of topics, and it's helped me develop loads of life skills as well.
Mm-hmm.
Such as my communication skills. I know they've been on the rise since I started INCRadio. We're not all professionals. We've all had to learn this on the go, but it's always been nice to have like this part of our day where we just talk, and then we just hang out with everybody in the comments. So is there anything else that you like about being in INCRadio?
I like how dynamic it is. You know, we're always
that's true.
Yeah, we're always like we're always out and about. We're always talking about different things around the district. You can always be like in the know, you know, because you're always there, and you can always talk about like the different parts of like what everyone else is doing. You get to interact with people who are outside. I also got to develop most of my technical skills here, like, you know, like being able to set up
that's true.
I ended up being like
a
tech as well. It's like both skills here, skills with computers, skills with audio as well. Being able to like figure out like that you need lighting for cameras.
That's true. That's true.
Being able to go through and like help out with the text as well, like when we used to do it like physically as well. Just like absorbing all the information through osmosis. That's not how it works, but just like seeing it and then internalizing it, you know, shadowing. You know, it's how they would do it in like a business setting. Just going through and then learning all this stuff. I got significantly better at talking to people. And
Definitely, I can say that for sure.
And I have INCRadio to thank for that.
Yeah.
Being able to just go around and start conversations with people. You don't even talk. You don't even ask for their names, you know.
No, but the thing is, I've met so many people like on INCRadio. You know, like Sister Lani. I've met her in person, and she's mentioned that she always watches our show and she always supports us in every way that she can. And I know I've never seen her in person, but the one time we went to the local congregation of Battersea, and she came up to us and said hi, and I was really surprised, and it was really nice to see Sister Lani say hi to us, because I've met her and, you know, just known that she's been a long time supporter. We've also had Brother Jefferson Jones.
Who just met us at the
Unity Games. Unity Games. Yeah,
we took a photo with him as well. So
it's really nice. I've met so many lovely brethren here on INCRadio, and I hope we can see more of times like this ahead. So we're just gonna go through ways to connect for our INCRadio show.
Yeah, so you can connect to us by tuning in through www.iglesia.net/INCRadio. You can also use the YouTube by searching up INCRadio DZEM 954 so that you can use our live chat feature.
Yeah.
And then there's also the applications via iOS and Android if you want to just have a handy link to like just watch the show whenever. I think that's everything for our ways to connect. Yeah.
So just quick shout outs from us. I'd just like to acknowledge Sister Laura, who is here with us today on the other side of the room. Just a big shout out to my mom, my
upstairs
dad, Sister Wilma, and Brother Joseph, the Lumpinas. Big shout out to the Salya family and the Laksamana family from the local congregation of Cardiff, Wales. And then
shout out to the Angeles family as well.
From the local congregation of Newport, Wales. Big shout out to the Barron family, Sister Judith and Brother Pilot. And big shout out to Brother Robin Solis in the local congregation of Colchester. When will you be visiting us here in Newport? I've not seen you in so long. We'd like to see you again, Brother Robin, and I hope you come visit us soon. And have you got any other shout outs?
Shout out to Brother Elijah for hanging out with us. And also shout outs to the local congregation of like Newport Wales, Ka Jason, our resident minister. And then also shout outs to our shout outs to the brethren over there in like Cardiff and Swansea, enjoying themselves. Also Bristol, you guys are always legends. Yeah, that's all my personal shout outs, I think.
Okay, so we're just gonna go through a quick scan through of our YouTube comments again. So we have a shout out from Lot Elomir, Sister Lot Elomir. Happy 10th year anniversary to INCRadio United Kingdom. We have another shout out from I think I've read those ones. Just 2 seconds. A shout out from Jenny Velasquez. Hello to our dearest brethren from the congregation of #Heathrow, especially to our dear Brother Seth and Sister Christina Hebrew.
Brother Desmond Williams says here, hello, Brother Ivan and Sister Isabella. We always watch INCRadio. God bless you all. Keep you in good health always. From Brother Desmond Williams, local Cardiff, Wales, United Kingdom. Okay.
And then let's see if I can find some more. We have a shout out from Anna Victoria Hebrew, #Heathrow. We had a shout out from Sister Christina Hebrew. Big shout out to our INCRadio UK producers, Sister Cheryl Bowado, Sister Grace Lewis, and Sister Sadly Medina. Okay, what else? We had a shout out from Aaron Medina. Happy 10 years INCRadio UK, #Heathrow. And then what else? I'm just scrolling through. There's quite loads of lovely messages from everybody else in our comment section saying happy 10 years in INCRadio. And I also love to see everybody else dropping their local congregations in the chat. So we have a shout out from Sister Annabelle Celestino, #Heathrow. And Sister Cheryl actually mentioned that she loves watching the I Have You INC music video because it's also constantly looking out for her. Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, Sister Cheryl, if you could let us know which timestamp is the one that you really like.
Well, like we'll analyze it frame by frame. Yeah. Then I think that'd be pretty. I think that's everything now. No, we have one more. #Heathrow from Sister Melanie Sevilla. Did I say that right?
Sevilla, yeah, Sevilla, that's fine. Shout out from Brother Nonilon Lucero. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Cardiff, Wales. And another shout out from Seth Hebrew, Brother Seth Hebrew. Happy anniversary to Brother Ka Philip and Ka Jenny Velasquez from #Heathrow. Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for our YouTube comments.
Okay, let's go through. Before we end our program for today, we would like to give our acknowledgments first to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo V. Manalo, our INC Media Productions and Section Chief, Brother Montreville Boy, our INC Radio Station Manager, Brother Wally Taray, our District Overseeing Minister from Britain South, Brother Harley Alcantara, our District Overseeing Minister for Britain North, Brother Romeo Anthony Peña, and our District Overseeing Minister for Ireland, Brother Pepito Acuesta, and our District CFO Overseer, Brother Mark Fel Sereno. Shoutouts to also the technical team in the main studio over there in the Philippines.
So once again, we just had this INCRadio United Kingdom satellite studio. We just talked about summer activities. Actually, we talked about what you can do ways to beat the heat. We recommended a few summer activities to do. And there was also everybody else's suggestions, which was to drink cold drinks, drink hot drinks, if that's your type of
drinks.
Just drink, stay hydrated, more like, you know. And there was also activities such as recommended, such as tennis. We also did the CFO in action, where we talked about the activities that were done in the District of Britain North, and we also talked about our 10th year anniversary here at INCRadio. So we just like to plug in the show Faith and Melody, which is happening on every Monday to Thursday
at 5
at
p.m.
5 p.m. in the afternoon. At
That's
least
British
in British
Standard
Standard
Time.
Time. Okay, so up next is INCRadio Italy North Satellite Studio. Thank you, everyone, and we'd like to see you again next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
A leader who is willing to give his life to safeguard our election. He is the guardian of our faith, placed by God in these lost days. Even though we may be miles and miles apart, we truly